Hi guys, welcome back.
Welcome everybody.
Right, yeah, I've got a hat on today because I washed my hair this morning, so no. Actually, so
Used wash and go and it went.
I keep getting a sore on the top of my head, and it wouldn't heal properly. And actually went to the doctor, and it had actually a piece of wood in there. So yeah, so I'm wearing a hat because I keep getting it. You get bits of wood get in your hat and stuff like that. You know, it gets everywhere. Just fine, really fine, like hair like splinter. And that's what happens. So, you know, because I choose to have the sort of hairstyle I have. Right, what am I doing? I'm going to remount this bowl because I did say about I might remount because on inspection when I finished it, and it is nice, it's lovely. The inside actually weren't too bad, but I did say I had that little bit here, look, and it's a bit of soft, like sort of a hole there. But the main bit is on the back here, look, this bit here where I said there was a wormhole. Well, look, it actually is full of worm poo. It actually goes in quite a way. So it's, look, I didn't really dig it out at the time because we was just doing, but that is why I was getting all that bounce every time. I kept saying I was getting a bounce on it. That's why that little soft patch was enough to do it. So what I'm going to do, very crudely, in a bit crude, it goes actually could even be anyone home.
There might be a wiggly worm come out of it.
It actually goes. Look, guys, it actually goes right in there. Look. Oh. So that's actually probably going to come out over this side somewhere. There's actually probably
pull a worm through.
Yeah. So I'm going to see what happens with that. I'm going to remount this, and I'm going to turn a bit more on the outside and see how far that goes in. And then what I might do is put some, at the time I cut it down, it might be alright for super glue, it might be a bit deep for super glue. I might have to put a bit of a resin or something in that, so we might even have to see what happens after this trial. Right, but I've got to remount it. Obviously, I need to turn this side, so I need to mount it up, put a recess in here, and so I can rechuck it. I'm going to go for my big jaws, these 5-inch ones, because I don't want to go too deep on that bottom bit because I don't know how much I'm going to have to cut away to get that to a decent bowl. So I'm going to pop this chuck on, and then I'm going to remount it up. Everything should, I don't think this has moved at all. Right, little nip, that's it. No, it's still running. Look at that, it's still running fairly true. So that's good. It's stable. That means it's stable because it's been a few days since I've done it. So that means the wood's stable. The wood's not moving. So that's one good sign. That's one good bit. Okay. So now what I'm going to do. Now I know for a. Turn my lathe down just a little bit. I know my my jaws up here. These are my 5-inch jaws. So fully closed, they are 130 mils. So if I do 135, that should be all right. Okay, so just under the 70. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to actually use my compass here to go like so. I'm going to set it there. Just bring that fraction. I'll just recheck it because I did have to just. Right, that's it. 67 and a half. Okay, and then what I can do with that is I can put it onto centre. I can put that onto centre and then just put a little pencil mark on the side there. Okay, and I'll do that with it moving. So I'm going to start it up like so. Okay, I'm going to come in and put a little pencil mark in the centre, then I can put the point on the centre and I can mark, and there you go. Nice, easy, safe way to do it. Okay, I'm going to put my face shield on because don't turn without the face shield. And what I'm going to do, right, I was going to say, we'll stop that for a minute. Sorry, I forgot all about it. because I did say on the last one, if you want to see anything, so I have had a few people say they would like me to see me incorporate the traditional tools a bit more as well, because they're not just into their carbides and stuff, and some of them don't want to use carbide. So I said, yeah, that's fine, no problem. So as I was saying before about your carbide setting you up to use a traditional, so I'm going to use a few, because a lot of you have them. I know people say, you know, they've got, might be their grandfather, might be their dad, passed away, left their tools for them, but they don't know how to use them or sharpen them, so they would like to get into that. So we're going to do some bits with some traditional tools as well as carbide, okay? And I'll probably use a bowl gouge on this once I've got it mounted up. So what I'm going to use first off is just my beading parting tool. It's on centre, and I'm going to come in and just put a little recess in here. So I've gone straight in at the moment. Just clearance for the jaws. Okay, like that, and then all I'm going to do, I'm just going to use my skew just to come in, put a little bit of a dovetail in there like so, okay? Just a little bit of a dovetail so I can get a nice hold on it. And that's it. That's all I can do at the moment with that. So that should give me a nice hold on these jaws. Yeah, they're going to be in there, see? Like so. Then I can turn it round and do what I need to do on this side and see if we can save this. I did say at the time it had some wormholes, but I didn't notice that one to go as deep as it was. Oh, you look up there. No squatting. Right, so I should be able to get into that. That's nice. We've got pretty much, oh, there we go. We've got perfect circle and everything is still running nice and true. Okay, so just make sure we've got that. Yep, we've got it. That's it. Tiny nip. Right, okay. Start up and see what it does. Yep, everything stayed there. Right. Okay, and for this I'm going to take a few cuts with the bowl gouge. Now, we've still got a centre there, so if you want to bring your tailstock up, you can bring your tailstock up. And if you're new on turning, it's always advisable. So I'm going to put a little step centre in there, put that there, bring that up. Just gives you a bit of added security. Now I know that can't go anywhere because it can't move to come off of that chuck. Right, so we're going to go for the bowl gouge. I'm using a bowl gouge on this one. So I can still feel that hole there. I'll lower my tool rest down a bit. I want to have my handle drop so I can come in here, bevel there, like so. Yeah, I want to take a lot of, see this is where I say with bowl gouges, they want to take a lot of wood. See where we're going with that hole, see what it's looking like. Right, no, we've still got a lot of it there, so we might have to change the shape of this a bit.
Yeah.
So that's going to come in quite a bit, that. Right, so if we're going to go for a reshape on this. Now, again, I was asked about, because I said about a bowl gouge takes more wood, will move the wood faster than the carbide. And I said, probably actually, I didn't mean to say it's the bar. I said it's like the bar can cause it. Well, it does a little bit, but the main thing is the reason why the carbide won't take as big a cut is because it doesn't have a flute. Okay, these have a flute, and as you can see with this, now flutes again, you have to work out what you like. See, I like U-shaped flutes, parabolic they call them, or whatever, but I like a U-shaped flute like this rather than a deep flute. I find deep flutes, which is like these ones, okay, give you a lot finer point there, and they have the wings tend to be a lot higher, so they can tend to be a little bit more on the grabby side. Okay, they can grab you a bit more. It's like these yeah, these ones here. See, this is a thin one. If you see how high that wing is, okay, they can be a bit more grabby, so you tend to come in and use them like this. If you come on the bevel, see where I'm doing a cut there, I'm used to it, so I've got to really control it with a bowl gouge. Because if I come in here like this with my bevel and I come in to pick up the cut, this naturally wants to take a hell of a lot of wood like that. It wants to dive in, it really wants to go in. Okay, that's why I tend to prefer spindle gouge, and I like a spindle gouge. I don't have to think about it so much. It won't take as much wood. They're all the same. Look, as soon as I put it on there, it wants to grab. So it will force you more into closing your flute and come in here. And now we're just scraping, and we're going to take the edge off. It will cause you to come round this way, or you might come round this way on the push cut, and it's just not going to work very well. My personal view. Okay, so I'm going to have to sort of reshape this a little bit now to try and get into where this is. It goes in fairly deep, so I'm actually probably going to jump onto a spindle gouge to do a bit with a spindle gouge, and that way you'll see the difference as well. Okay, and where we can control it a bit better. Now this is a 1/2 inch spindle gouge, okay, and you can see the difference in we've got a lot shallower area here, okay, than what we've got on a bowl gouge. So that means I can come in here with my flute open and I can get a lot nicer cut. I control it better, and I can keep my handle down and come round. That way I won't get bevel bounce or anything like that. So let's start up, and straight away you'll see I can come in and I've got my bevel, there's my bevel, okay, and all I do is rotate it, can't cut, rotate it until it picks up a cut. And I can come round, go into a push cut, right up that top, just stop there because I don't want to throw that edge right off. I can do it, but I'm going to just take it in small bits like that. I'm not going that way because I didn't cover my coffee and I'm not going to fill my cup up. Right, okay, now I know that's there, so it's what shape I'm going. I didn't really want to. Okay, let's see how deep this thing goes. Right, so I'm going to get to the bottom of it there. Right, so that's just going to make this a thinner and more shallow dish. So that's all right, I can carry on now. I know where it's going. So I'll get rid of some of this. I want to keep this same sort of shape if I can, because that was the shape I was going for. So I'm going to get rid of Go for this foot. Like I say, if you want to do this with a bowl gouge, you can, but there's just a few cuts you can't do. Right, okay. We're going to come in there, put our foot back on. We'll leave that lip there for a minute. Don't know that I'm going to keep that, but it just seemed a good idea at that time. Right, let's have a look and see what we've got. Right. Yeah, that's where it was. We seem to be down to a firmer wood there now. We're a lot thinner on the inside. I've got to watch for where my jaws have gone in. I think I've got enough wood on that inside. Right, okay. Got some hunky bits on there. Right, we might be able to keep that. We'll see. We'll see what we do. I don't know whether I want to keep that or not. I think I'm going to take it off. I could just do a very small rim like that. Do a very small rim like that. Okay, I'm going to go back over to the bowl gouge, put my tool rest down a bit and see what we can come around on here like. Quite nice, I've got something just there, I can feel it. It's on that front, we'll get that in a minute. Right. Okay, I can still feel where that is. I think it'll be alright. I think that will definitely be alright. Right, I just want to come in and clean this bottom. I might actually bring this in and incorporate this as an actual foot. Let's take this out of the way. We don't need this, we're on the chuck. So I know I'm not talking much about actually using the tools, guys, it's because I'm just concentrating on what I'm doing for a minute. See, now it's just a slicing action. All I'm doing, I'm positioning the tool and I'm just doing that. That's all it is. It's just that. That's all you need to do. And then we can come in again like we did with the carbide. Put the bevel on. There's no cutting. Just rotate. Now this has got rather a large bevel on it, so it's not as easy to get that clean right across cut, but we're getting there. What I want to try and do is, I think that might be right as a foot, it might be a little bit big. I'll take it down a little bit more, I can go quite small with it. Yeah, that should be alright. Exactly the same as with the carbide. Keep your hand off the tool rest and the chisel off your body. I'm going to roll that just a little bit there. That's it, that softens that. Okay, now we go in for another cut. Right, that's all alright. That bit there, I think I might get a bit of a finish cut on this. And you know what, I think actually I'm going to come in with the, oh god, I'm sorry, I've got shavings gone everywhere, I didn't even see all these back here. I'm going to come in with a detail. Actually I'll just use the one from the top, these separate, yeah. That's what we've been doing. Yeah. I'm going to actually come in with a detail to just do a little clean up finish cut on this. Right, that was causing me to go slightly uphill there because of the way the rest is positioned. Right, there we go, that's better. That's what I want to get where that soft bit is. That's lovely. That's nice finish on that. See, this is where I say where you can see that there. That's not a line. That's that coloration. Yeah. That's that. You can see. It's not a line. Right. Okay. Edge is just a little bit there. I think I might leave that slight rim. It just gives something. Yeah, I think I can sand that up. That's firm. That it's just the colour of it. It's a worm poo trail. Right, that's all good. See, like I said, we can incorporate our traditional and our carbides all together. You know, some are better for some jobs. Right, we're okay there. Roll that over, take that sharp edge off. Right, I can sand that and put well, I'm going to leave the bowl, well no, I'll put the bowl going back for a minute. I don't like to leave tools out with sharp edges. Don't want blood getting on my tools. Right, okay, I'm going to sand this now. Start with a 180 grit. Actually, I might have reduced that a bit more than I was planning on. Let me see, I didn't even think about that. I've got just over 3 inches. Just over 3 inches. That's going to be very, very close. I don't think I'm going to hold it back in that one, but I'll probably get it in that one. So that's alright, I've got a chuck I can hold it in, I just need a check. Well, it feels nice. And we've got to do exactly the same, we're just going to oil this, okay? Very good. I've got a little pot here, a little dish here, I can put all these little unfinished bowls I've got, I can put a bit of oil in that.
Put your board on.
Sorry?
Put your board on the blade.
Put my...
Your board.
Yeah, I'm going to.
Yeah. I want to ruin the lathe.
Well, I'm going to turn it down. I still want it moving, but I'm going to turn it down a bit. Yeah. We'll see what it's going to look like. Yeah, it's got that's better, that's gone now.
Yeah.
That's got a fantastic grain pattern. Got that little hole there, which I think might match up with that other side, I'm not sure. No, it should be alright. Look at that, that's got a beautiful grain pattern to it. It'd be a shame to lose it really, because of a few wormholes, so we'll go with that. Right, I'll put that up there. Take this off. Now we'll see if that's going to fit in a chuck. Well, I thought that when I was taking that, because I thought, yeah, I've got to take that down a bit. But it'll go. It'll go in one of them. It'll probably, whether it'll go in the one I... Actually, I'll try it before I take it off of there. And see. Will I get that on that? I reckon I still will. Yes, I will.
Good.
Because that won't mark it, see, this chuck.
Yeah. Because you wanted to keep the foot.
I want to just leave that foot as it is. So yes, it's going to. Right, other way. That's it. Right, now. Yeah, we've still got enough thickness there. It's going to be a lot thinner bowl, but we've still got enough thickness there. I'll come in there and I'll be taking some of that out of that bottom. Okay. Right. Another one, because I do get asked quite a bit as well about what size bowl gouge. Personally, you need a few different sizes, but if you're in the market just to get one at the moment, I would go for probably, I'll say a half inch. See, half inch, which would be, I'm talking about half inch as in the bar. That's a 3/8, this one, because they measure the flute. So a 3/8 is all right, but if you just want one, personally, me personally, if you just want to buy one bowl gouge at the moment, I would go for this, what I call sort of a half, but it's actually what they say, 5/8, but it's got a half inch flute. Okay, I would go for that, in all honesty, because a bowl gouge can't be really too big, but it can be too small. Okay, that's what I would more go for if you just want to start and have one. Okay, right, now then, let's see, got a very small foot on that. I've got that. That's it. Tighten a little nip, and that's it. We're good. We seem like we're good. It seems like we're good. Stand over here while I start it up. Yep, we're all running true. Everything's still running true. Right. Yeah, personally, I think you know, a bowl gouge can be too small. It can't really be too big. You can do more with it. If it's too small, you'll get vibration and stuff when you're going in, when you're coming round on the outside. Where a bowl gouge this size will do pretty much everything you want to do. You know, you can do small work with it, you can do big work with it. You can turn finials with it if you wanted. It's not the tool to do it with, but you could. Right, I'm going to get some speed up. That's way too slow. Right, okay. I'm going to come in, I'm going to use the bowl gouge actually, the one I just said about. This one. And again, it's got a more rounded flute. You know, it's not as big a U flute. But when you sharpen it and you sweep the sides back, it means you can lower these edges. You can see this has already been used, so it's not freshly sharpened. Okay, it's got a bit of like black stuff on it. So it has been used, so that's going to be alright. I don't do anything to blunt it, so it should be alright. Now the first thing I've got to do is get rid of the step where I put the step in there. Or the recess, I should say. Right, and now, the problem I've got, see, because I've still got quite a bit of meat in the bottom, I don't want to come down and go straight across. I've got to take some of this out. So I'm going to take some of that middle out first, because what I don't want to do, I don't want to come down here and leave anything here. I want to be able to take straight through sweeps, alright? And when it's the same, it's exactly the same as doing with the carbide. You can come in here, pick up a cut, rotate it and follow around, or we can do the same, which I prefer to do, is come in, put the flute on, no cutting, rotate it until it starts to cut and then come round. I'm not doing it at the moment because I don't want to take a cut off of that. I'm going to start at the middle, I'm a little bit high. Bigger bar, so I'm a little bit high. I want to start in the middle and I just want to get some of this away. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to slowly work my way back. Oh, I've got it's stuck on the end. You see, I just close my flute, then reopen it. Get a little bit of bounce on that bevel. I've got to go a little bit deeper because then I can bring it in and get a curve going. I weren't really wanting to take too much weight out of it, but I'm going to have to. Now this again is where you come in to learn about with the flutes, because see, like we spoke about before with the bevel, because this curves that way and this actually curves that way, only very slightly. I've actually taken, look, I've reduced my bevel, I've taken that, I've done that second bevel there, so that means I take out the curve, okay, so I leave with a flat there. It's a flat bit. I don't want it to go that way, which you would think that would be the perfect fit, but it's not. Okay, so to run this curve, as I come here, if I get there, this transition, right, just there, I can actually see in here, I've got a gap, very, very slight, because of the curve. If I have the handle down and I rotate and I come here, I've then taken that curve away. So if you drop your handle down and then bring your handle up and go down to centre, I'm still a little bit high on my tool rest because I'm angling it down. That way I can actually follow that curve. I can get that to actually stay in the curve and follow it. And that's where a lot of people will have the problem with transitioning. It's always transitioning from the side to the bottom. It's this bit here that always causes problems for people. And that's because you try to sort of go around and you can't. You need to be able to open the flute so you're on that part. A bit like we do with a carbide, you know. So if I come here and I open my flute, and then I can close the flute a bit more. Come down onto the bottom, see? So for this transition to go round into that, the only way you can get that smooth cut is to open your flute. You need to, but with it, it's like you don't want to come in here with it open because you'll get an almighty catch. You can do it, but you got to be so careful. And a new turner, I really wouldn't do it. Okay, right. I'm going to have to come in and start thinking about how my final cut's going to be. So I'm going to pick up my cut, little skip there. So I'm opening my flute. Get a little bit of bounce on that bottom bit there. Okay, this isn't the best of flutes to go straight across the bottom. But we don't worry about that because we've got a perfect tool for that. Right now, see, I could get rid of all those lines down there because as I've made the cut, you've got to come down, you've got to sort of start, rotate and come round and do it all in one action. You need to go in one go because otherwise you'll get hesitation lines. Right, we've still got a little bit there, so we're going to come right round here. just a cut there. It's very, very thin. That's better, that got rid of that. I've got a little bit there. So I'm going to bevel on, come back, feel it, rotate it, pick it up. Well, I'm going to stop at that. I'm not going to count this. I don't know that's I think that might be the grain. We've got to see. But I know this bit here, where that poo bit was, is the bit softish. So it's, but we're all right. We're not too bad. Now again, so even with a bowl gouge, that same area is giving us the same problem. That was right there. That's where we got it when we done it before. And the only way we got rid of that was to go to the SCH3. Now, like I said before, I can't come in and go this way and come out with a bowl gouge. Okay? It won't work. You'll get here and you will get the almighty catch that everyone dreads getting, I tell you. Okay? But we can do it with, well, the SCH. The SCH3 is the best one. Okay? And we're going to take this, make sure I'm on centre. Yep. We're going to take a very fine pass here. You haven't got enough wood to play with, so. And we're going to up the speed a bit. I was turning at 1800, I'm now at just over 2000, okay? Right, you can see how little that takes off. That's that bit that's making the noise. Right, it's still full, it's just a little tiny bit there. There we go. And we've got bevel control. Right, that's all right there. So now we come round on here. I really don't want to be taking much more out of this. I'm taking like dust off really. I'm really finely shaving it. Let's just have a look and see whether I've got. Yeah, see, all that tear out is gone there. I've got rid of it. I've got rid of it, so I can start to sand that. Right, okay. I can start sanding that. And that again, it's in conjunction with traditional and carbide. See, carbide have the place. I've never been without my carbide. So there's no lines in it, it's the grain patterns. I've got all those different grains in there. I kept thinking this is a line here, but it's not.
It's a total line, isn't it?
Yeah. See, like I can sand it, it won't go away. But what you've got to be careful, if you do that, you'll put a line in it. So, try and make the go from one straight out. was going to have a big, thick, chunky bowl, but we've ended up with a thin bowl. Okay guys, what should be, because I've already done the foot underneath and it shouldn't have marked it, I should be done when I've done this. I'll turn that speed down, only because I don't want to get covered in oil. Oh, there we go, look at that. I think that's still going to hold that lovely grain.
Yeah.
Turn it up a little bit just so I can yeah, look at that, we've kept all that beautiful grain. Yeah, see look, that's what makes it look like lines. I've got that there, that dark bit, and then I've got this dark bit, but there's no lines on it. I can show you that. We actually got a really nice bowl out of that. Yeah, got a nice bowl out of that. So let's pop that off out of that chuck. There we go, we've only just got it, so we didn't hold it too hard. Let me get some, just give that another wipe around that bottom. And look at that, because now you'd think those gripper jaws would mark it, but see they don't. So I was able to put that little foot on there. Yeah, and there we go, all nicely hollowed. And this time we used the bowl gouge and the spindle gouge. Now my preference, personally, I would have pretty much done that outside and that hollowing with spindle gouge. I would have used my spindle gouge there to hollow that. I would have managed to follow that curve round with this one. Okay. This has got a 50° with a relief cut. I would have been able to follow that round a lot easier with that than you can with a bowl gouge. Okay, I would have got a lot better cut with it as well. But I wanted to show the bowl gouge because I know a lot of people are scared about using spindle gouges on bowls. I don't know why. Something that's been put into people.
Ingrained into people.
Yeah. To make them believe that this is dangerous and you can't do it, and I don't know. You're missing out. I tell you, you're missing out on a lot. But that would have been my preference, especially on a bowl this different if a bowl's a lot deeper. But on a bowl this size, yeah, that could have been all done, all hollowed with a spindle gouge. Okay, but I would have still come in for that final cut with the SCH3 because there's no other tool we'll be able to see. I can come that way out with virtually taking nothing off the side, but I can match it all in and I can get that perfect finish off the bottom. I can blend it in because when we come to the grain, it's shear cutting it. And yes, you can say in effect we're cutting uphill, and we can do that if we cut correctly. So there we go. Now that's turned into a really nice lightweight bowl. I've still got a bit of thickness there. I've probably got about that much in the bottom, which is what I want. I wanted that to be stable like that. I didn't want to go really thin on the bottom. I wanted it to keep that sort of shape. But there we go, guys. What a beautiful, beautiful bowl. Lovely grain. So there we go. That's it, guys. Got it second turn and we got it finished. And I'll put the little lip in there, which I quite like actually.
Yeah.
Sorry, probably high for the camera. I quite like that little lip. Actually, that was just a change of design while I was doing it. I thought, yeah, that'd look all right. And that's just been oiled, and that'll have a few coats and a bit of a buffing up. Okay, so there we go, guys. I'll see you on the next one. The next one, what I'm gonna do, I'll probably be over on the other lathe. I'm gonna do a bit with the spindle gouges and show a little bit of of the spindle gouge, a bit of for roughing down and everything for new turners. So we'll go through that. Okay. So I'll see you on the next one, guys. Toodle pip.
Bye, guys.